What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trey here back again with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Lakers draft picks and UDFA pickups. And man, this was a doozy. The Lakers knocked this out the park. And it's too bad that the Lakers scouting department don't get its due because the Lakers have been making all-in moves, which they rightfully deserve to make. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because when you have LeBron Anthony Davis on your team, you have to go all in no matter what. But they did this time because they didn't see a move that was justified giving up the pick. And I agree. I'm glad they didn't give up the pick or picks to make a big splash deal anyway. Because with this new CBA, it's definitely going to be hard to attain a good roster and still be competitive. Like, it's going to be hard. So that's why the Phoenix Suns, they definitely it's going to be an uphill battle for them. Uphill battle for them for the near future. And they probably gonna only have 1 or 2 win down seasons, which is not the best outlook or circumstance to be in. Yeah, get into the Lakers and they draft picks. So at pick 17, round 1, they picked Jalen Hood-Schifino. And I believe that's a good pick. That's definitely a good pick. He's a 6'6" guard coming out of Indiana. Got in between game. I want he probably a 1 or 2 level scorer at this moment because his 3-ball is not developed yet. His catch and shoot threes is not good compared to a guy like Austin Reed who shot 30% in college, but shot 42% on catch and shoot threes. Jalen Hood-Schifino, he shot 30-some% catch and shoot three. So he definitely a work in progress on his 3-point shooting. But his defense solid. You can say he a bigger Dennis Schroeder, which is always a good thing because Dennis Schroeder was definitely a good freaking defender. But his offensive game is just so whack. Dennis Schroeder, he couldn't play make either. It was just lobs just going all over the place, all far left, far right. Too high. That was problematic. But Hood-Schifino, he definitely have a way better feel for the game, passing wise than Dennis Schroeder. Most definitely. Hopefully he developed that 3-ball. I'm not expecting it to come right away because we don't even know what the roster gonna look like, to be honest. Because I don't even know he gonna get playing time because they might just still bring back Dennis Schroeder and just say screw it, just let him be a 3rd-string point guard. That's what they might do anyway. So yeah, that's that. The 2nd round pick, Maxwell Lewis, still in the draft. I say he's the 2nd biggest steal of the draft because Cam Whitmore is definitely the 1st because folks projected him to go top 5. He slipped to 20. And then it was a whole bunch of stuff coming out about him, about his work ethic and stuff. And, questionable drive. Yeah, it's a reason why he slipped to 20. But yeah, he's the biggest steal, but Maxwell Lewis is definitely the 2nd biggest steal of the draft. He's definitely, I wouldn't call him a 3-level scorer right now. He probably 2 levels because 3-point shot, it was on high volume. It's the reason why 34%. It was a high volume, but yeah, but this man is uber athletic, man. I seen some of these posters he got. This is ridiculous. It's a shame he went to a small school because if he didn't go to a small school like Pepperdine, he would have easily been a top 15 pick because he got the talent level of a Brandon Ingram. I can see shades of that. But in my opinion, I see his teammate more than anything. I see Trey Murphy. But both uber athletic, both can shoot the 3. I believe he could get into the Trey Murphy range where it's he's shooting at a high, he could change the game how good he's shooting because it's 1 or 2 games, I believe Trey Murphy just took over and boom, the game was over because as soon as he got going, Brandon Ingram got going, the CJ McCollum. It's you need those type of players that's going to break the game open, especially when it's tilted in one direction. You definitely need those type of players. I believe he got the skill set to develop into that one day. Hopefully he get playing time with the Lakers. It's probably unlikely, but we'll see what they do in the offseason, and hopefully he can probably do get some burn. Now let's talk about the UDFA pickups. Now I believe they knocked it out the park with this one too, because the big man they picked up from Florida, I believe his name is Colin Castleton or something like that. They said he a good, just a solid big man. He can play the coverage that the Lakers like to execute most of the time, which is drop. He can do that. They said he a good post player, but he definitely needs to work on his post moves. He a solid passer, which is definitely a needed asset. Don't have like certain blind spots that the defense could take advantage of you for. So that's a solid skill to have. I believe he can definitely be on G League team, no question. But hopefully he show out in the summer league. But he definitely could find his niche in the G League team. Maybe, hopefully the Lakers call him up. Maybe another team call him up. For example, look at J Huff. The Wizards picked him up this past season off our team, and it looked like the Lakers probably need him the most. But that not to say there, but yeah, you can like if you play with, because the South Bay Lakers, which folks don't get credit for at all, because they y'all just name hunt. Okay, everybody do the same thing. Like everybody cannot drive a superstar. That's like very, very hard to do unless you try. If you pick in the top 3 every year. The Lakers was picking top 3 every year, but guess what? Such as Byron Scott, that was a L coach. See, his style was meant for a playoff team. I don't know why he came in on Ross Dallas pathetic. They think Kobe Bryant was just gonna come back and save them. He wasn't. He was coming up injuries. That was just a flash in the pan. Yeah, nothing to say about that. And then we go to Luke Wall, who's more player friendly, but I believe he definitely held some of the young Lakers teams back. And I believe if the Lakers had somebody like Mark D from Mark Dan, I can't pronounce his name. Just Mark D from the Thunder. Yeah, I believe the Lakers would have been better suited to actually, take steps, then develop. Then when LeBron came, they can actually take the next step. But they ain't have time for that, which is understandable. You pick up Anthony Davis 100 times out of 100. So yeah, I believe the coach held them back, and I have nothing to say about that. Hopefully, Colin Castleton show up, show out. And let's go to the next one. His teammate, Alex Fudge. They gave him an Exhibit 10 contract, which is basically like a training camp deal. He definitely gonna have a shot to show out in the summer league. I mean, he's just more suited for G League right now because he's a uber athletic wing himself. But the thing is, he just can't shoot. I believe folks compare him to Andre Roberson. That's the name. I couldn't think of the name for a second, but yeah, Andre Roberson. Folks see him as that. If he can be Andre Roberson, that's definitely a solid NBA player. He was a solid starter for multiple years until he got hurt, which is unfortunate for him. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for Andre Roberson because his career was definitely on the upturn. He could make all defensive team the year he got hurt, and he got hurt. That messed everything up. Lost athleticism. He already couldn't shoot, and his athleticism as a play finisher, it just wasn't there no more. So hopefully Alex Fudge developed into like a Andre Roberson type player, developed the shot more, which is definitely uphill battle for him since he was just only used as a play finisher in Florida. So yeah, hopefully that works out. And so our last UDFA pickup, is it Hodge or Hodge? I believe it's Hodge. Hodge, shooting guard from Missouri, was shot 40% on 7 3-point attempts. That's impressive. And he had 2 steals. He averaged 2 steals a game. I think it was almost closer to 3 steals a game, which is very crazy for a a player of his caliber because, man, like sharpshooters that can play defense, that's very hard to find. I don't even really want to classify him as a 3-and-D type. I just know he know how to freaking get his, make his impact on the game. Definitely playing the passing lanes. I saw a couple on ball steals too. So yeah, he's definitely solid. Folks saying they see Joey Meeks. I believe I just have to agree with that because I can't think of nobody right now that I can compare it to this on top of my head. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Trail. I'm out.